Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack, and today we are taking a look at every single LEGO Minecraft set from the 2017 Winter Wave. So these are all 6 of the most recent Minecraft sets that were released. They're all on our light table here, and I generally am pretty happy with all of these sets. I mean, the wave in general brought a lot of new elements. It was all pretty decently priced. And there was a good sort of variation between sort of the total modular set idea and then the sort of semi-modular set idea. And then we've got some sort of larger set chunks that can be changed a little bit, but they mostly feel like single solid structures and sort of environments. So I'm going to go through all of them kind of in order. I guess I'm going to choose the order of biggest set and work my way down to the smallest set. I guess that's some sort of structure to follow within this episode. And anyways, this is the biggest set right here. Here we're looking at the waterfall base. This is a 729 piece set, and it sells for $70, which makes it the second highest part to price ratio, which means this is technically speaking in terms of parts, the second to worst deal in terms of pieces, but actually it's still above average for your regular LEGO set. So anyways, let's just kind of zoom in here and look at a few different details. We've got our Steve Fig. He comes with a fishing rod for the first time in some fish. And here we've got a really cool sheep. This is a nice little sheep piece. This is a new part. It is all blue, as you can see, nice light blue. And yeah, so he's exclusive to the set. We haven't gotten this sort of icy sheep before. And let's see, moving through, this is probably the nicest part of the build, the big sloping waterfall piece, and there's tons of studs. You can have figures and characters posed all the way up here. And at the top we've got another piece. This is also exclusive to the set. This is our kitty cat. This is exclusive once again, yeah, to the set. Pretty basic build for the cat. He's actually very, very similar to the ocelot. It's the same molds that we got for the ocelot head, just of course molded in a different color with a different print. So nice little build. Let's get the kitty cat back there, and then Alex comes with golden pants this time, forgive me. And yeah, she also comes with scissors. Pretty nice. And moving down through, there is also, let me zoom this out, a creeper. The creeper is a pretty basic baddie. He comes in a probably more sets than your average. And let me fold this out. This is probably the biggest function within the set. And you can open it up here and actually kind of twist it back in on itself on the other side, which is pretty nice. It comes through, and we've got, you can see there's an opening and closing door on the interior there, but it actually turns into a nice sort of like ice house on the other side. So there's a bit more structure in here, and you can kind of see the inside now, and this is kind of one of the cooler spots here. We've got a whole interior spot for this entire set. So several treasure chests. There isn't anything in them right now, but we've got crafting boxes and crafting tables and tons of stuff up on the wall. And in here on the other side is a bedroom build. Remember, this is just a very quick run through. I'm just showing you kind of what all the things are in each one of these sets. And this one, I mean, it's the most expensive, but it certainly is the most complete in terms of elements that you get, characters, bad guys, good guys, a huge, definitely the most well-furnished interior room I think that we've gotten from a Minecraft set so far. That is in here, the waterfall set. There's also a tree that is kind of breaking up on me. And yeah, so this is, I think, the sort of more featured edge of the build to look at. And let's move on to the second biggest one of the set, which is this. This is the Witch's Hut. Now, the Witch's Hut, I think, has some of the most new elements out of any of the Minecraft sets for this wave, but it also makes it the most expensive. The Witch's Hut was 502 pieces, but it sold for $60, which is actually not such a great deal in terms of part to price. But the new elements that we do get, we get some of these slimy guys here. Boom. We get 3 of these pieces, which is great. This is actually just a minifigure head, or a Minecraft minifigure head, I should say, but molded in trans green. And There's a couple of little play features here where he can jump up and stuff within the build, but I think most people were really looking forward to the actual witch from the witch's hut. So there's a lot of nice elements to this figure. Interesting point is that the head actually is the one mold here with the hat. I thought this was going to be an alternate witch hat piece, but it is actually all just one big piece, and this is a villager body that we got from the village set last year. But it's been molded in purple. It actually looks pretty good. This is a really cool witch piece, and there's some potions, and there's some things to throw around within the set, which are pretty nice. And let's see, there's also probably one of the more sought after parts of the set is this. We've got our sort of brewing stand. Lots of different potions in here. I like the different colored. These are clear minifig heads with the trans red and the trans blue. And that's actually a pretty nice aspect of the set. But when we're looking at this thing as a whole, this is definitely one of the least modular. In fact, there are, of course, inspiration ideas within the set itself. But for the most part, we're looking at something that's pretty much a solid chunk. This you can move into different areas of the set, but it is a tower that isn't supposed to change in shape. So when we move it back down, we've got yet some more viney trees that we get from other sets in the past. And then, of course, there's some other elements. Of course, you can see a pig. There's some treasure in that treasure chest. Let's see what's inside there. This was actually one that I didn't build. Looks like we've got some elements, a gold sword, and some more tree stuff around here. Let me move it around. I think one of the nicer elements is actually these lily pads. These are made of those new like cornered tile, round corner tile pieces. And then we have also these sort of half circular tile pieces, all single tiles, but it makes up the shape of a lily pad really well. And I think this is actually the first curved piece that we get in a Minecraft set, aside from maybe this old plant piece that had a little bit of those curved leaves and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much like one of the first curved pieces that ever comes in a Minecraft set, because let's face it, there's no curved real angles in the game, hardly anything. So this is Alex. She comes with a couple of paddles, and let's move on to the third biggest set. So this would be the Jungle Temple set. So the Jungle Temple set is one that I actually got to build for live stream, I think a week ago, and I think it plays a nice line between modular, because you can take just tons of different pieces off. Just about anything you see that has a jumper on the top can also have a jumper on the bottom and be moved from one point to another. And I think I misplaced one of these top tower pieces. It's probably lying around the table here somewhere. But so this is a set that's got a lot of chunks that can move off in certain ways, shapes, and forms. But I think what really works for it, if I can do it properly, breaking it off. Here we go. Let's get this. Oh wait, there's so many modular chunks that I have trouble discerning which are the pieces that should be breaking off. There we go. And which are the pieces that are actually supposed to stay on normally. But this is the interior of the temple. It's got a pretty nice function on the inside. It is a locked treasure chest. So here we go. If you have all three of these down, this is going to be able to open up, and there inside is our treasure chest. But you can flip the switches around, and this thing isn't going to be coming out. Generally speaking, it looks pretty good from all sides, and it's a really solid structure. Some of these sets are a little bit hard to pick up and just kind of move around without accidentally breaking chunks off. Or if you're working with a totally modular set like the Nether Railway, you have to be very careful, because the whole thing's going to probably break apart in your hands if you're not too careful. It can be pretty solid, but you really do have to press all the pieces down properly in order for things not to break. Exclusive parts to this set are the Steve minifig in his leather armor. We never got leather armor in Minecraft. It's just the nice sort of light reddish brown color that we've had made for other pieces, of course. It's just now in the armor. And this is an ocelot. It used to be exclusive, no longer exclusive. Comes with a couple of skeletons, and let's move on to the fourth set, and the fourth set is the Ice Spikes. By the way, that Jungle Temple set was one of the best part to price ratios, coming in at $50 for nearly 600 pieces, whereas this one is $40 for 450 pieces. Still a pretty good part to price ratio. But the Ice Spikes, you can see, it's actually, because it's one of the smaller sets, You think it wouldn't be that big, but it's the tallest of any of, or at least this tower is the highest reaching of any of these 2017 Minecraft sets. And what's nice about this is, yet again, it is a pretty solid structural piece, but so much of these towers are all modular bits, and I'm pretty sure this, yeah, breaks apart again. So this is one of the easier sets, in my opinion, out of any of the 2017 Minecraft sets to kind of just play around with some solid, fun, and easy to make variations to the structure. Now, this has, I think, my favorite play feature out of any of the sets here. Let's see if I can remember where it's supposed to be hidden. I know it's around here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's hidden so well that I can't even like find it that easily. But this here is actually, it's not set up properly, and that's why I wasn't in here before. We've got the golem transformation, assuming of course this thing can stick onto the pad. This is a new build right now for the snow golem, and it kind of just comes out here. So this is the halfway point. Let me zoom that in. This is the halfway point for the snow golem, and waja! Very easy, very quick, very simple. And probably one of the more fun play features. It's very similar, actually, to the original Iron Golem that we got in a set from last year. We now have an enchanted pickaxe. That is an exclusive part to the set, a new piece for 2017. And we also have this enchanting table. So that's a new print, or same repeated two-side on two different 1x2s. Very small builds for a library. Also, our first time we get a baby cow. Baby cow is new to this set. And generally speaking, I really do like this set a lot. But I have to admit, it's not as easy to integrate the ice spikes as a whole, just as an environment, to the rest of your Minecraft set. So if you've got other ones and you want to add this on, you can. It's just going to look way different compared to most of the other ones. But let's move down to the next one, which is the Nether Railway. Well, in terms of non-integration, this is still part of the Nether, so yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to mix this up with other sets, unless, of course, you have the other Nether sets. But anyways, yeah, so there's a lot of lava, there's a lot of molten stuff going on, including our exclusive big molten cube and our little molten cube here. These guys are exclusive, and I think the only exclusive prints within the set, the only exclusive elements. Everything else we've seen before in other sets, including the zombie pigman, who used to be just exclusive to a different Nether set. Now he's in here, but this set really does win for me because of its modularity. Now everything here you look at, these are all different 6x6 chunks, and they're held together by a bunch of different 2x4s underneath, and the ending result is still a pretty solid thing. You can pick this up. You can't handle this too roughly. If you pick it up too quick, or if the pieces aren't pressed down too properly before you pick it up, you are going to be sending this thing to break in half, or chunks flying off and stuff like that. But the ending result is, not only is it a solid base that can be easily modified, more easily modified than just about any of the ones that came from this 2017 set, but we've got a really smooth track, and that is because this set comes with a ton of brand new exclusive part pieces. Let me just break it off and show you guys what I'm talking about. But underneath here, by the way, this is a pretty uncommon piece still, but we're starting to get more of these rounded tiles, but we're also getting this piece. Tons of them. I think this set came with probably 20 or so of those parts, and it allows for a perfectly flush tile to match up with this tile piece. And so I know we're going to be finding more uses for this brand new system part, but that is pretty sweet. So this has an introduction to a brand new Lego piece that I know can easily be used for a lot of other cool things in the future, and it was a pretty decent price. It's very modular, and this is a pretty fun build. So anyways, I like this one a lot. Let's move on to the very last one, and it is the Mushroom Island. Now, I keep forgetting about the parts to price. I usually do want to mention this. This is also the best part to price ratio out of any of the sets. It was 384 pieces, $30, and that is a really nice part to price ratio. And this is actually the second best one. This is actually the second best one that we got out of any of the sets for this season, the Minecraft sets for this season. So it comes with a pretty standard Alex, nothing new about that, with a diamond pickaxe. We've also gotten a mushroom before in the past, so we've got a mushroom, but we never got a baby mushroom. So this is a new, sort of new element. The print is exactly the same as our mushroom before, but this is just in baby form. So that's kind of fun. And that was my favorite part of the set right there. This this gigantic mushroom, so big. And I actually I put this in our Lego City because I liked it so much, and I just took it back out just for the sake of doing this conglomerate review, and I'm probably going to put that back in the Lego City the moment I finish. Of course, the island is covered in a bunch of little mushroom pieces, but everything about this is very basic. We've got a tiny little pen, we've got, well, another mushroom, and that is basically it. It's cool. I like the mushroom aspect to it, but once again, this is not the most intricate, and there aren't a lot of new elements. It's just kind of a fun set to have. Remember, it is just a $20 Minecraft set, and if you like the mushroom element, then this is pretty fun. So anyways, that is it. Let me show all the sets again together. And here we go. So having all of the sets together, I think this is probably one of the most interesting and diverse releases for Minecraft. They're definitely playing around with some more of the new elements. They got a lot of the sort of classic stuff out of the way, and now they're branching out into slightly different areas within the actual maps, more updated things, and some slightly different kinds of enemies and stuff, especially with that witch there. So I would say favorite set is still probably the Nether Railway, just for me. I also really did like the Jungle Temple. This is great, the witch hut set. But remember, worst part to price ratio, and it's kind of a bummer because I think they intentionally put it up high because they knew a lot of people were going to want to have the witch. Ice spikes are pretty good. I do like the modularity to the towers, and this is really, really big, really, really complete. Lots of stuff going on in there. The interior build, specifically for the waterfall set, is pretty awesome. But let me know what you guys think. I know that the part to price ratio, the actual prices for these sets was just a little bit higher in Europe. These are actually a little bit cheaper to buy in the States, not by a huge margin, but if you are watching from outside of the United States, that is kind of a factor. They're not a huge difference between the parts, but it is definitely just a bit higher in euro, and I think it's also a little bit higher in pounds as well. So once again, that is a factor, but we do have individual review videos on all of these sets. Some of them are live streamed. Actually, I think most of them are live streamed. But anyways, if you guys want to see sort of another review on that, we do have videos on that. And anyways, yeah, that is it for this episode. I hope you guys like this quick little sort of rant and sort of just kind of going through the sets, because a lot of these unique elements are now getting put into our Minecraft collection. So some of these will kind of get broken down for the things that I like and the things that I'm not so happy about, and then they're not really going to be into this complete mode that we have them right now, pretty much right after I finish this video. So anyways, I hope you guys like the video. If you enjoy our content, you can always like, subscribe, do what you want to do, and we will see you next time at BrickVault.